Fala galera, aqui é o professor Fábio. Eu estou há 15 anos ensinando inglês para brasileiros. Quero que você assista os meus vídeos. Fique com a gente, porque aqui você vai aprender inglês com música, inglês com filmes, inglês com séries, tudo o que você imaginar. Inscreva-se agora no nosso canal. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very proud to present Stephen Throssell.
Hi guys, what's up? I'm Stephen Throssell, founder and director of Brits in English Training, your English family. And I'm very happy to be here with you today, Fabio.
The pleasure is all mine. Thank you very much for coming here to the studio. Today we're going to teach many things about England and a lot of expressions as well. Are we?
We are. So strap in.
What do you know about England? I've never been to England, but I feel that we should be drinking a cup of tea in the beginning of the video. Like, is that something that you guys like to do in England? Like, well, drink tea?
We love tea, right? We love tea. There's no denying that we love tea, yeah? But we don't drink it constantly.
You don't drink it constantly?
No, believe it or not, we don't drink it constantly.
That's the idea that I had, you know, the impression that I had, that whenever you're happy or sad, or when you invite friends over, that you have a cup of tea.
Yeah, when you invite friends over, the cup of tea is the usual icebreaker.
And the tea that we have here in Brazil, is it the same tea that you're going to find in England? Like, do you think we can buy this somewhere here?
Some of it is Twinings. We have Twinings in England. It's a great brand. But our absolute favorite, I think, in England has to be English Builders tea, or also known as English breakfast tea.
Right after we finish this video, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give it a try because I have never tried this before.
Oh, it's worth it. Yeah, it's worth it.
I'll do that.
And you can buy it in some shops here in Brazil.
Well, let me tell you what I know about England, because I have never been to England, but I know a few things about England. Well, one of the things that I would like to...
Sorry, just 1 second, I've got to take this. Hello? Yes, Your Majesty, how are you doing? Yes, I do. Okay, yeah. Her Majesty the Queen is loving your videos, Fabio. Yeah?
Oh my God.
Stay tuned for more, Your Majesty.
Stephen, was that the Queen?
That was indeed the Queen of England, Fabio. But, sorry to disappoint you guys, not everyone in England personally knows the Queen.
Right, because we have this idea here in Brazil that if you are an Englishman, yeah, that you know the Queen personally.
Yep.
So you have never met her in person?
Unfortunately, no. Who knows one day?
Is England a big country? So how many people live there?
Well, compared to Brazil, England is a tiny country, right? But we have a population of approximately 65 million people.
65 million people, that's a lot of people. And how many cities are there?
Well, there are a total of 51 cities registered in England at the moment.
And, of course, only one kind of English.
Well, I'd have to say no, unfortunately. Yeah.
Because that's the idea I had when I was learning English here, because as you know, I am Brazilian, yeah? And here in Brazil, whenever people come to me, they ask, Fabio, which one should I learn? American English or British English? And then I'm always worried about telling the student like, British English is like one kind of English, you know?
No, English, yes, is separated by the individual countries. Yeah. However, English is a global language. It's simply divided into many individual accents and dialects.
Just like here in Brazil.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah. You've been here in Brazil for how long now?
3 years now, Fabio.
3 years?
3 years.
So you speak fluent Portuguese?
I do, but I speak it with an accent.
You speak it with an accent?
Eu falo sim com sotaque.
So it's just like me when I speak English. I speak with a little accent because I'm Brazilian. And it's fine.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it.
By the way, if you want to learn English, you have to worry about pronunciation, not the accent. Yeah,
They're very different.
Yeah, maybe your accent, it's okay if you have a little accent. Yeah, it shouldn't be a very strong accent. But if it doesn't interfere with your pronunciation, that's fine. For example, say something in Portuguese. Você tá morando há quanto tempo aqui?
Eu moro aqui faz 3 anos, Fábio.
E já aprendeu português assim?
Já aprendi.
Okay, so we want to learn English this fast. There are so many accents in England, right?
Yeah, I could have a different accent from my next door neighbor, Fabio.
Like, could you give us a few examples?
Well, for example, let's go down to the south of England first of all. Now, we all know London, right?
Yeah.
Everyone knows London.
Yep.
London is famous for approximately 2 accents. The first one is the famous East End Cockney accent, you know, like in the gangster films.
What is that like? My name is...
My name's Bob.
My name is Bob.
My name's Bob.
My name's Bob.
My
Nice,
name's Bob.
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, pal.
Oh,
that's it.
The pleasure's
Right
all
on.
mine.
Right, let's sort the buyers from the spires, the needy from the greedy, and those who trust me from the ones who don't. Because if you can't see value here today, you're not up here shopping.
So they have their own slang, Cockney rhyming slang. So they have alternative words for common words that rhyme. For example, dog and bone means telephone.
Telephone, dog and bone.
Yeah. So Fabio, I'm going to get on the dog and bone, I'm going to call the coppers.
I have a certificate of proficiency in English from the University of Cambridge, but I would have a hard time to understand this. If American people, they go to England, and maybe they can also have a hard time understanding British people.
I mean, even fellow British people have a hard time understanding the real Cockneys. Yeah.
That's why when you're watching, I don't know, Friends, for example, there are some scenes where they try to represent that, to show this kind of thing, the differences between American English and British English. For example, check this out.
The Waltham residence.
Oh, yes. Is this Emily's parents' house?
This is the housekeeper speaking. And by the way, young lady, that is not how one addresses a person on the telephone. First one identifies oneself and then asks for the person with whom one wishes to speak.
What are you saying?
The Waltham residence.
Hello. This is Phoebe Buffet. I was wondering, please, if it's not too much trouble, please, might I speak with Miss Emily Waltham, please?
We hope you have learned a lot about England. See you next time. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Para quem assistiu o vídeo e gostou, estou falando agora com você. Inscreva-se no meu canal. Stephen, thank you very much for coming to the studio today.
You're very welcome, Fabio. It's a pleasure to be here.
The pleasure is all mine. See you, man. Take care.
See you.